This video contains content sponsored by John Wilson Blades and MK Blades. Opinions discussed in this video do not reflect the views of John Wilson or MK.
One thing I noticed about you was you used every millisecond of that practice.
Yeah.
You stretched, you did every movement. I mean,
yeah,
what's your philosophy with that?
Yeah, for me, especially on the first practice, because every ice surface feels different. Every rink is a little bit differently shaped. So I think the big thing is like making use of every moment you have on the practices that you get. You know, I feel very fortunate. Like at this event, we get tomorrow as well before we compete for another day of practice. But it's all about just like using the time you got and pushing as much. Like, you know, sometimes things don't work out as well, or but you can't learn that without going full out and really making use of the space and the time out there. So I try to give it just all I got. So I learned from that practice.
Well, you're always well trained, but you look to be in better shape than you have been even like a year ago back here. So what have you changed kind of off ice? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think it's just constantly, you know, especially when I got injured, it was, you know, we had to rework every little thing from like even deficiencies that I didn't even know I had in little areas, you know, from the way I lift my leg, which muscles I use. So I think we just are so meticulous on every single detail that when that I think it just prepared me so much more for every event that I'm at. And I think I just take, you know, kind of what the last question is, just I really take what I learned by doing things full out now. And I think before it was kind of like you test the waters, and now it's just like I'm going full out, like a hit or miss, but I learned so much more from what I put out there. What
kind of advice does Frank give you? Because obviously you've worked with Corey and Roheen, and still do, and you've worked with Frank as well. So what is that?
Yeah, Roheen is just, Frank is just very, you know, the best way I can say it is like how he's very old school in the sense of like it's a classic look, and he's very, you know, he's very particular when it comes to landing positions, when it comes to the stillness going into your jumps. And I think what he brought that is so incredible is that, you know, with Roheen especially, it's all about these crazy transitions going into these jumps. And Frank was, you know, kind of able to pick apart, you know, like having me still do those crazy transitions, but have this stillness control that he's really looking for, and he doesn't let me, you know, it's all about that. Like whether I landed the jump or not, it was like, Jason, like the landing could have been quicker, the posture could have been better, so.
What we noticed today was, you know, every movement, not just the jumps, but every movement in the program, you had full extension. Did Frank have an influence on that, or was he mostly looking at your jump positions?
No, you know, Frank is just like, his eye is on everything that I do when I'm with him. So, you know, he definitely, you know, what's cool is he picks apart different things, you know. Because, you know, Corey and Roheen see my programs every single day, they know what to expect, they know when I do something well or not. Frank doesn't. So if I'm asked, like, you know, if I was super tired one day, Corey and Roheen might be like, you know, we know you're tired, but like that toe point, or, you know, but Frank, he doesn't let you get away with it because he doesn't see you. He doesn't see me, you know, as much, and he doesn't know me as well. So it's not like I don't want to say, I can't really get away with as much. It's more of like, whether I'm tight or not, it's like, that wasn't right. Or I know, like, this is what I expect of you, like, you didn't do it, you know? So it's just on you a little differently.
And of course the quad is in no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. The quad is in no matter what.
How has your success been with the quad? It looks definitely stronger than it's been.
It's stronger than it's been. You know, every single time I take the ice, it's just better and better. And, you know, now it's just bringing it, you know, to these 40-minute practices when you're getting used to the ice, getting used to atmosphere. And so it's really exciting. You know, every single day it's just getting more and more consistent. So I'm excited to, you know, hopefully bring that consistency to the events.
Good luck.
Let me off the wall. When you do land it.
Yeah.
When you do land it. See, it's here.
Yeah.
Are you going to get so excited that maybe you can't?
You know, I really hope not. I hope, like, you won't be able to see my excitement. So that will be, like, that's, like, my goal, is, like, if whatever does happen, like, when I land it, you know, you want to be able to see, like, I'm overexcited, it's just another day. And that's what I'm going to try to treat it as.